Ball from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is it. 19. 57. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 54. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Check 31. Check 31. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. 59. 59. No train. Spell. 57.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 9, check 9. Patchy, patchy.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Motion, motion, motion. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert, alert!
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, a run for Johnson. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Put the boy down, he's coming.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
from the red zone now. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm trying to collect.
This is Coleman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Now he's forced out right. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check the backer, check the backer. Quick the edge, quick the edge. Come on, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover. Cute, check 24. Check 99.
Coleman. Room here to run. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. 55.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
What's that? 19 and 31. 54. Watch 54. Watch switch. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Huh? 55.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Sack, baby.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
I know he ain't got it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Darnold from the gun. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And this will be a touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go again. 54. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike. 50. Match box. Mike.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Alert! And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Echo!
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
What's that? 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Deuce.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Safety's creeping.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Stop here, D. 54. 54. That's it. 54. I'm coming. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, 59.
Watson now to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Gano for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Darnold now to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, Orbit. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to swear you up. Don't get nervous.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they had him bottled up but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 16, Watson, and he's going to go down again. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Go on.
3rd and long. It's Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He's set. 19. 56.
You better bring it. Right now, you better bring it.
Switch. Watch twins. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tevin Coleman. As the first half is winding down, and the Texans push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If they're just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Darnold. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Jets.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck. Get ready.
A final shot before the break. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
McCrane able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We're going to sack. 41 Mike. I'm scared. 3
A first down throw, Darnold. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next to score, Texans 31, Jets 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Darnold completes it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And they are going for it. Darnold, and the pressure gets to him again. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Reset. 19. 31. 24. 59.
On first down, Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the leg.
Hey, 31! 57's the mic. Watch 57.
I got it.
He's checking. Crash. Alert! 10-24.
That's caught out wide by Stills. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
He's set. 18.
Watch the slip.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Double time. 4 down. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, let's get them home.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Who's that? 19. Mike 57. I'm here all day.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
15-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room. Hey, 24. 57.
Here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Under crunch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
C.J. Mosley on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
20 points down, he's coming.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they just...
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. This one caught by Crowder.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, You tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. A play fake, and it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Darnold from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here we go, son. Young lady. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Check, 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 check. Blue draw Corkers.
Off of play action, Darnold. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Auden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
To throw is Watson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Coleman. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15. Here's Coleman on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
57's the mic. Hey, 59.
Check 13. Check 13.
They will run again with Coleman. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.